think my journey started almost 2.5 years ago. We got in touch with Goodricke, and they wanted to get into retail, because the idea was to introduce the actual tea drinking, the right tea drinking, and the varieties that Goodricke had to offer to the population of India. We started with a small project in Fortis Hospital, a very small kiosk. We got a very good response from there, but obviously, hospital is not the place where you want to relax and, enjoy your cup of tea. So this is how this venture came up of, opening a place. Now, when you open up a place, any new venture, you think of two things. How do you want them to see the place? What is your vision? So when we decided to do the interiors, we said, okay, we're serving them tea, entire range of teas, and it is, you try to do the English way. So I said, let's just stick to the Victorian concept. So that's how the interiors that you see, the heavy furniture, dim lights, and floral cups and sauce cutlery. The whole concept was to bring the English tea to Delhi and Gurgaon. And we opened last year, March, and we've completed a year, and the journey is still going on, as you say. See, when we started, the initial anxiety or the excitement or curiosity was there, that what it is. So we got a lot of footfall in the very beginning, then it started to go down. But during that footfall, what I saw, and which is surprising, because when we set up this place, it was aimed at, the elder section, 60 plus, they like to have the evening tea. But surprisingly, I got a lot of youngsters as well. And they were ready to experiment. They wanted to, try different flavors, try blending. And since it was a quiet place, they sit to, have their private conversations here, sit down and relax. So then it started to kind of, go down. So you had to, that, had me thinking that what to do to make it popularized. Because a lot of people after 6 months of advertisement came and said that we didn't know you're open. So obviously, you had to amend and change your strategies. So then we went into Facebook, we, pamphlets and leaflets. So that, after that, we saw again a steady growth in the footfall. This became the hub for kitty parties for a lot of ladies, that 11 o'clock slot. Then all the youngsters coming at 4:35, a lot of MNC crowd coming in the evening for their cup of tea before going back home. And futuristically, this is like one platform where now I can experiment whatever we want to. The idea or the vision of the company also was to expand and let people know, even if they don't come here, we take the tea to their place. So whether it is parties at home, whether it is doing high tea for foreigners and expats in MNCs, or doing high tea for at other venues. We're exploring all that option. We've also got a very good response for corporate gift packing as well, because it makes the ideal gift for somebody, so we're doing a lot of work there also. But again, the thing is to a lot of other places, like if you go to restaurants or hotels. So we're pitching into all hotels and restaurants to try this concept, because see, tea bag is very easy but very limited on the flavor. So when we are telling them to try the orthodox leaf, because it gives us the actual flavor with the color. We have the Castleton Muscatel, which is the signature tea of Goodricke. When you have it, when you smell it, and we call it nose your tea in the actual tea language, it's very delicate, it's flowery. You learn to describe your teas. So now people are opening to understanding their tea. Earlier it was just milk, water, boil it, and add your sugar and just have it. But now it's actually becoming a cult. of having, your liquor tea in different flavors. People are opening to it, so it's encouraging for us, but it's a long journey. The first question that we ask the guest when they come is, what tea do you have at home? So once we know what tea, so we understand what palate the person has, and then offering them from the large menu that we have, about 10 Assams and 10 Darjeelings, and it is enough to cover any palate, any kind of taste that you have. So once we know what tea the person is having, our next question is, would you like to try something different? Because a person who's been having a milk tea at home, you cannot one fine day just change them into a Darjeeling liquor tea. They're not going to like it, they're not going to come back. So it's a gradual thing. So from a CTC, we have the CTC also, we have the orthodox leaves in the Assam also. So from the CTC, the gradual shift comes to the leaves. We have the Aurangaju leaf, we have the Deju. So these are the leaves which are still similar to what they have at home, but a different flavor, and giving them the color as well. So depending on their mood, some people come and tell us, we have a very bad cough and cold. So we put in our Darjeeling with the honey and ginger syrup. It's become a hit. People like it. So it's, you have to just understand the need of the customer depending on their mood and the kind of tea that they have been having. So we select the menu from, the tea from the menu accordingly. And then the snacks are suggested, like, we suggest this because all the teas have already fixed eateries that go very well with the tea. So that's how the combination comes in, that this snack will bring out the best flavor in the tea. So that's how, the menu has been planned and how we look out at serving our guests. It's very popular. In fact, if you go abroad, you see a lot of Indian teas as well. A lot of Chinese, Japanese people, they take tea from all over India to, export. I'm sure that you've made your studies and seen there is a drastic change in the quantities that are being exported. It is why, because people cherish it now. They understand the tea. But more so, that culture is changing in India as well. A lot of population now understand the tea, they're aware of it. When I had opened the teapot, I was surprised at the amount of people knew about tea. First flush, second flush, broken leaves, orange pekoe. I was amazed that Indian people have that knowledge. It is just that, we don't show it. We're simple enough, or we're not interested. Sometimes we want to take that risk, sometimes we don't want to take that risk. But the knowledge is there. So I think it's a huge, huge ocean which is yet to be explored, and hopefully such places should come up where people can explore their taste and develop what they like and discover their kind of tea.